Hello, parents. Welcome to the Teen and Toddler series of two parent coaches, one from India, Anjali Chopra, and one from Canada, that's me, and Alvares. We are doing a three-part series on teens and toddlers, and we're super, super excited today because today we're going to talk about anger. But before we do that, I would like Anjali Chopra to introduce herself. Go ahead, Anjali.
Yeah, hi, parents. So I am Anjali Chopra. I am from India. I've been teaching as well as training teachers how to handle children from last 17 years. I'm a parents coach too, and dealing with parents struggling with their challenges during the early year learning phases. And that is what I do right now.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm Ann Alvarez. I am a parent coach, a school counselor, and the mother of two children ages 25 and 14. And I've been a school counselor for over 16 years. So I've had so many conversations, hundreds, maybe thousands of conversations with teenagers. And I've also worked with families, worked with parents on how to help their teens when they're in their times of struggle, because the teenage years are hard, really, really hard. Okay, so we're talking about teens and toddlers. I
Yeah,
see the two most challenging stages of development in our children, right? They are the
that
hardest, right?
exactly.
Would you say, Anjali?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
And the challenging part is we are also growing with our kids and we are also learning while doing. So,
exactly.
when we are not aware about things, our challenges are more than even they are actually in the real place.
Yeah.
So that's why we parents coaches are there to guide people, and I'm so excited and happy that we both connected, and I think these two
Yes,
stages which are so uncomfortable for parents to discuss even sometimes. So
yes,
we both are there to help them as well as to increase each other's knowledge also, because
yes,
we generally get those kids. I have few parents who have a teenager as well as a toddler also at home.
right.
So that is where they struggle most of the time.
Yes, and Anjali, you've already been through the parenting stages, all of them, because your son is
Yes,
now an adult, and
yes.
I have been through those parenting stages with my oldest, but I am going through the teen years right now with my 14-year-old. So, parents, I understand. I totally understand. Okay, let's talk about anger. Because anger in our kids, it feels uncomfortable, right? It's like our kids in those years, the toddler years and the teen years, their anger can be so intense, right? So strong. And then you're like, what happened to my sweet child or my baby? Right?
Yeah.
What, what is this anger? Like, what do we do? How do we deal with our children's expressing their anger in the teens and toddler years? Let's start with toddler years. Tell us
Yeah,
about the toddler
so
years.
toddlers are with no filters. They don't have any filters. They don't want to listen to anything because they actually don't really know things right now. They have just entered into our world.
Mhm.
So they are still understanding themselves, their feelings, and then expression. It is a form of expression. But yes, they don't have any vocabulary. They don't know how to express it in a productive way, that I'm not happy with something,
Yes.
because they don't have that vocabulary. They are still learning from us. First of all, the parents as well as the educators, the toddler
Hmm.
time educators. Okay,
Yes.
so the most important thing I believe is once we know that they are angry and what is the reason behind it, we may know it once we start recording it, maybe in journaling. Why my
Okay.
child was angry.
Right.
this point of time. Maybe they have a scene pattern. Like I'll give one example. Let's say a toddler is angry early in the morning. Why so? Why the child is not willing to go to the preschool? So maybe the child is has not slept well during the night,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe the early morning times are not very good for that child. So all these things you can always find out when you are actually registering everything in your journal. It's one of the biggest tool which we can use, journaling. So once we
Yes.
start registering why it happened, when it happened,
Yes.
you will automatically figure out how to handle those things.
Yes. I
Other thing
remember,
is, yeah,
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 I remember being a new mom, and I would be so anxious whenever my child was upset, like, oh my gosh, because I don't know, in my mind, I thought my job is to make them happy, right? My job is to make him happy. He's not happy. What do I do? What do I do? And I got really uncomfortable. And I think maybe new moms can relate to this, right? But then I started to understand, like, we have to ask ourselves questions. Okay, is he hungry? Is he tired? Is he uncomfortable? Right? Is he overstimulated? Like, so then I started running through these questions in my mind when he was little to try to uncover why he was getting upset, why he was frustrated. Right? Is that kind of like what you're getting at with the journaling?
yes, exactly. And when, as a mother, we feel that our job is to make them happy, it's not our job. We are already doing that. We are doing our 100%.
Thank
Okay,
you.
first of all,
You, you.
first,
So I don't have to make him happy.
yeah, and it is just like another feeling, another emotion, and all the emotions, as we know, they are all good emotions because they are signals and signs of something which is behind that. Maybe that is a feeling they want to convey, that I'm not liking something,
Hmm.
that I'm helpless somewhere.
Yes.
Anger again is a feeling, expression of helplessness.
Yes.
That I'm not happy. क्या करूं मैं? What should I do? My mom is not listening to me. What should I do? So that
Yes.
anger comes out. I can't do
Mhm.
anything, so I have to show my anger.
Yes. Yes. And we sort of have to look at ourselves, right? Because maybe we are ignoring them, or maybe we're busy doing something else and they need us right
Yeah.
now.
It's life, and I think we as mothers, we are very harsh on ourselves. It's life. We have a number of things in our hand,
Mhm.
and it's okay sometimes to disappoint children because life is like this only. So sometimes even we feel disappointed, and we are kind of training our kids, not in toddler stages. Yes, we need to give them that love and care and everything. But yes,
Yes.
once they start growing, they should have that feeling that sometimes it's okay not to get things with what we want actually. So if a
Yes.
child is crying for chocolates all the time, why the mother is not giving? Because
Yes.
she knows it's not good. And that disappointment I would love to give to my child,
Yes.
because there
Yes.
are number of things even in our life also where we want that thing so desperately, but
Yes.
after some time we realize, oh my god, that was not good for me.
Yes. I say to parents, our job is not to give them what they want. It's to give them what they need.
Yes,
Right? There's a difference there, right? Because they don't need chocolate.
yes,
Right? They need love. They need boundaries. Like we're not going to eat a whole chocolate bar because it's dinner time. So we give them what they need, not what they want. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're alluding to. Like you're going to have disappointments in life, and you're not always going to get what you want. Sometimes you'll get what you want, but not all the time, and not if it's not good for you, right?
Yeah, and during toddler stages, like if like I'll take this example only, chocolates during the dinner time. If they are after our life that I definitely want this chocolate, I'm not going to eat my dinner. So we have playful methods also where we can engage them in some play and then give them that positive reinforcement. Okay, you are not going to get the chocolate. We'll have it after dinner, and
Yes.
we can always have a star jar or a cookie jar where you can just place your paper cookies inside and fill up that jar. And later on, when the jar is full, then you can treat your child with something which they really want. Maybe a picnic outside somewhere where they
Yes.
would love to go, and you are so busy in your time, you are so busy in your life that you are not getting time regularly to go to that place. But
Mhm.
yes, you can treat your child to go there and just give them that feeling, okay, you did something good, so
Yes.
you are getting something good. So this is
Yes.
what positive reinforcement with playful methods is.
Right. And I also like delayed gratification. You don't get it right away, right?
Right.
Because we have to teach our children that you to be patient, right? You're not always going to get everything right away. So I love that. I love that tip. That's such a good tip. Okay, let's say that a toddler is getting really angry in the grocery store, and mom is like trying to get the groceries and go and pay for it, and her child has fallen down to the ground and starts screaming. I think a lot of us have experienced that. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do?
So first of all, reaction. What reaction are you giving? That kids are very smart and they don't actually listen to your words, they get your reactions.
That's true.
Okay, so if you have panicked, oh my God, what should I do? I have to do something to pick my child up. So that child for sure is going to get his way or her way. I want these boxes of goodies. I just want these goodies. Okay. So once your reaction is okay, why are you doing it?